everyone, welcome back to Make It with Mod Podge. I'm Cathie and today I've got a really cool fabric collage project to share with you. I'm giving a thrift shop jean jacket a little bit of a mystical goth makeover. Now, if this isn't your style, don't worry, just pick whatever flannel fabric you want. You love sports teams, grab some of that. You love Mickey Mouse, grab some of that. This technique is so easy. Fabric Mod Podge is going to glue your fabric to your fabric, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, let's get started. So this Whimsy Goth jacket started out as a thrift shop jacket for $12.99, but it was blue tag sale, so I got that for half off. Such a steal, and look how perfect this back is for our design. I'm using flannel fabric for this, gems, and Fabric Mod Podge. The first thing that you're going to do is create a pattern. Now for this design, I just wanted to put the fabric in this back center section, but you do you and pattern off whatever section you want to add the fabric to. I just pinned the wax paper down, then I'm tracing it off with a pencil just to draw a little cutting line there. Then it's as easy as cutting out your wax paper pattern, and then you're going to just place it onto your fabric and go ahead and cut it out. What I like about the wax paper is it's clear, so I can really see what design I want. Here you'll see I'm folding that. That's just to find the center part, and I'm going to line that up with the center of the butterfly. You do waste a tiny bit of fabric doing this technique, but I really wanted to have that center butterfly featured there in the middle of the jean jacket. So go ahead and cut out your design. For this fabric, I did pre-wash and I ironed it. Then we're going to go ahead and just make sure that fits good, kind of lining it up into this section, and it fits. Now I'm using that Fabric Mod Podge again. That's going to be a fabric glue, fabric to fabric. So let's turn that over, and we're going to go ahead and apply a nice thick coat of that to the back of our fabric. You can also use this as a top coat. I'm going to be hand washing this project, so I'm not top coating it. If this is something that you wanted to machine wash over and over again, you would want to add a layer of top coat. So you can see I just placed it down onto the jean jacket and I'm smoothing. Again, both of these items were pre-washed before I did this technique. Make sure your edges are really down. Now let's do that top center section. This is going to be some reverse applique here. I'm cutting out the design that I want. And then you can see we're going to add it to the back side. So I'm going to flip my jacket over, and we're going to be putting this fabric, the print side, towards the back side of the jacket, and this will make sense in 1 second. So go ahead and add a rim of your Fabric Mod Podge. Use a liberal amount all the way around your little fabric applique. I'm not putting it in the center because that's the part that I want to show through, so I'm just doing the edge. Now I'm going to just gently pick that up and put that right over that little hole that came with the jacket. Don't worry if you didn't have a hole, because we're going to be cutting that away anyways. Now I'm going to flip that over. I did let this dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with some scissors to reveal that design underneath there, but I'm only cutting up to the part where I added the Mod Podge. So basically you're just gluing that little piece of fabric on the inside. Then I'm fraying the edges with my fingernail. You could use a nail file, you could use a pin, whatever you wanted to. Now I'm going to cut out some more appliques to make this a little bit 3D. This one I'm going to layer over the corner and the seam. I think you're going to find that flannel fabric and Fabric Mod Podge is very forgiving, and it's really fun to work with for layering up and collaging with fabrics. So let's add a moon, and I'm even going to add some of those little fabric gems. These types of flannels that have lots of different patterns and prints on them are so fun to work with. I've got a circle there, one of those little moon pieces down in the bottom. Now let's add some gems. I am sewing these gems, but I like to use a little Fabric Mod Podge just to glue them in place prior to sewing them. It makes it go so much faster when you're sewing them. Just take a little tack, run it through there a couple of times. You only need very basic sewing skills for this. Let the whole thing dry overnight and let it dry for a few days before you even decide to hand wash it. Look how cool this turns out. I absolutely adore this print. So many different pieces and parts that you can cut out to create your fabric collage. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. You know I love doing my fashion projects. I originally thought this one would be for me, but my 12-year-old daughter informed me that this would be for her. Thanks so much for being here. I'll be back here next week with another fun project to share with you. And until then, have a super crafty week. Bye.